bone health, metabolism, red blood cell production, lower levels of cholesterol in women, and improved heart function. That is what we are freeze drying today. Welcome back to A Better Choice Homestead, where on my channel I focus on food, growing it, preparing it, and preserving it. Today is Friday, so we are doing another Freeze Dry Friday video, and today we are doing yams. These are the yams that I got and shared on my November Azure Standard order, and I went ahead and I chopped them down and then I roasted them. I'll put a little clip of that up here so you can see how I did that. And once they were roasted to a beautiful, delicious goodness, I went ahead and put them on freeze dryer trays, and we are going to get them loaded into the freeze dryer. It's not as many as I was expecting, but we did enjoy these in our day-to-day cooking, in our meals, and so this is just what's left over. But I will probably order one more box of these to get them done to use throughout 2025. I usually do yams and sweet potatoes a different way. I usually blanch or cook them, but then I powder them down completely and use them in powdered form, because that's easy. I can add it to my dog food that way, or when typically we would eat sweet potatoes or yams, it would be kind of like mashed potatoes, right? Where it's a mashed potato consistency, and they're phenomenal that way, and they're so easy. And I just used the last of my sweet potato powder, but I wanted to try it this way. So this is the first time that I have roasted the dices, or first time I've diced them actually, and then roasted them, and we're gonna get them freeze dried. So it'll be interesting to see how these turn out and how I can use these in my day-to-day cooking for convenience as well as for health. So let's get these over to the freeze dryer and let's get freeze drying. Freeze dryer is more than ready to go. I started this about an hour ago and just got busy doing stuff. But we're ready to get these loaded in. You can see my trays are not filled very tall, but this is all I had left of that. I think it was 30 pounds of sweet potatoes. And I did peel these, which I know you can leave the peel on, and the peel is incredibly healthy for you. However, it would have required a ton of scrubbing because they are tubers, they do grow in the dirt, and I just didn't have time for that. So we went ahead and peeled them. And I needed to get these done because they were starting to need parts of them cut off. They were starting to get soft. So I just need to close the door and then the drain valve, and then just push continue on the machine. This is gonna go into a freeze phase. These are already frozen, so that shouldn't take too long. I am guessing these will be done around the 36-hour mark. We'll see. I'll bring you back when it says they're done, and we'll check for dryness. Our diced yams are done, or they should be. We're at 33 hours, 31 minutes, 55 seconds, so about 33 and a half hours. So to see if these are done, I need to open the drain valve to vent. And let's take a look. Again, lighting in here at nighttime is very bad. Sorry about that. So these feel completely dry and very crunchy. So I think these are good, but we will take them into the kitchen just to be sure. I think they're done. But I don't want to stop my freeze dryer until I'm absolutely sure, because if I do, then I'm not going to be able to pop them back in and select more dry time. So right now I can choose no defrost, which will end the cycle without a defrost. I can select defrost, which will end the cycle and it will start the defrost, or I can add more dry time. So if I just leave it like this, if they're not dry, I can come back, pop them back in, and select more dry time. If I stop it and they're not dry, I have to start a whole new freeze dryer batch, and I'm not going to do that. So We're gonna let this sit like this until we're absolutely sure. So let's get these into the kitchen and verify. So I think I've mentioned that this is the first time I've done yams or sweet potatoes after roasting them. Usually I would powder them down and just, use them as a mash, like mashed potatoes. So I'm very interested to see how these turned out. I'm gonna just try a little piece. Very crunchy. Phenomenal flavor, really good. When you freeze dry food, it concentrates the flavor because it removes all of the moisture. They're really good. All right, these are gonna go into glass because there's not that much, honestly. These will get used up within the year, and I will order more to process more for long term. These slide off the tray beautifully. No need for a silicone mat. And I should be able to get these into 2 half-gallon jars. Both of these are half-gallon jars. They're just different styles. This one I did have a mat under, probably just because I had the mat on the tray when I started. Well, let's hope we can get those into 2 glass jars, but we're gonna keep some out to rehydrate anyway. So if they don't fit, we'll use those to show you how we get them ready to eat. And I do sometimes get asked about this funnel. This funnel I got from freezedryingsupplies.com, and it was before it had a stand. So I'm not sure you can buy just the funnel anymore if you have to buy the stand that comes with it. The stand I think looks pretty cool, especially if you're loading things into bags, but I don't have the stand. You waiting for me for something? And get a little more in there. All right, that is pretty full. No oxygen absorber. I don't use oxygen absorbers most of the time when I'm storing things in glass. I just don't think it's necessary because air is not going to permeate the glass. I've never had anything fail in glass, and glass is, I try to rotate through within a 12-month period of time. And this is a little too full to get the top on. So we got the equivalent of 1 gallon of delicious and nutritious freeze-dried yams. Let's get some rehydrated. So here I have a bowl of very crunchy, very dry, very hard freeze-dried yams. These are probably gonna take a minute to rehydrate, and this is a rehydration, not a reconstitution. So I'm just gonna add water, and whatever does not get absorbed, I will just pour off. And I'm using hot water because I personally feel that it works faster and better. And notice I'm just making sure that there is enough water in here that everything has access to it. And we're just gonna let that sit. I'll check it in 5 minutes and then we'll see where we're at. All right, that's our 5-minute timer. I was just feeling these, and some of them feel done and ready. The smaller pieces do. Like this one feels totally soft. And some of the larger pieces still feel a little hard, or there's some resistance. So I think I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes just to be sure, but these look to be rehydrating beautifully, and I've been snacking on the dry ones. They're amazing. They taste like candy. What a great snack. 5 more minutes. All right, there's our second 5-minute timer. These have absorbed almost all of the water in the bowl. I had this little ramekin over here so I could strain it, but there just isn't much. And if I let it sit for a few more minutes, it probably would absorb the rest of that water, because look at it, it's still absorbing. But I think for the most part, these are good. So I'm just gonna see if I can pour that off without spilling. I don't mind when I'm using freeze-dried food. I don't mind if there is moisture on them, because typically I'm going to be reheating this in some way, and that is going to completely dry them. That's all the water that came off of them. Or I could also blot them with a cloth napkin or something like that. But what I have found with freeze-dried food is if you freeze dry it in its raw form or barely blanched, it rehydrates a lot faster than if you pre-cook it. So, you know, these were roasted and they came out hard instead of like styrofoam. And I think that that's because they were pre-cooked. But either way, these are gonna be incredible. So let's give them a try. These look just like they did when they came out of the oven. And I did snack a whole bunch on those dry ones. They're like candy. They're so good. These are so soft. Oh my gosh, they are so incredibly flavorful, better than dry. Wow. Wow, these are amazing. Amazing quick side dish. And these are so soft even that you can mash them down if you wanted to. I didn't think I would be able to, which is why I usually just freeze dry raw and powder down. But this flavor from roasting them first, that is incredible. Wow. This is a hit. This is a win. So not only are you getting the flavor, but you're also getting all of that nutrition that's in here as well. All the antioxidants, the vitamin C for your immune system, increasing your production of red blood cells, supporting your bone health, supporting your heart health, and even helping with cancer fighting properties. This is a pantry dream, a shelf-stable dream. You have to try this. They're delicious. I will definitely getting more of these yams from Azure Standard in my next order for absolute sure. I want a ton of these on my shelf. As for the ones that I have packaged up, I usually write the labels in a Sharpie on the jar because it stays on there until I wash it off. It washes off really easy with soap and water. So this just says roasted yams, January of 2025. And we got a full gallon. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Freeze Dry Friday, Roasted Yams edition. My name is Kelly, you're at A Better Choice Homestead, and I do hope you come back and visit again soon.